Okay, the start of my second ranked placement game. This time with commentary. The first time I was actually just recording my own footage because I knew that I wanted to do something. Guess we'll grab that. I didn't really see something that jumped out at me. I was watching my own footage because I wanted to look for play mistakes, and then afterwards I was like, you know, just to get some Teamfight Tactics gameplay on the channel, maybe I should just record all of my ranked placement games and share them. So, win or lose, first place or last place, you're gonna see how I do during the placement process. I gotta be honest though, not really a big fan of this start. I mean, I don't mind Varus, and the demon ability is certainly okay. Rangers can be very strong, but lately I've been a big fan of starting with nobles. So we'll do this. I like to start knights as well, just because Darius is a solid tier 1 unit. You can combine these two and make them a little bit tanky, and then for the most part I try to snag as many nobles as I can. The other reason that Darius is nice is late game, if you are looking for somebody to pair with your nobles, Draven turns out is still pretty good, and that will give you the Imperial bonus when that goes live, so. Hey, that's a chain vest. And a sword. We're off to an okay start here. The old items. Ironically, we find another Varus here. Pair of Elises. Alright, I know I sold the Varus, but we'll do this for now. If we jam in Elise, for example, then we at least activate the demon bonus. Elise, since her rework has actually been pretty decent, like if you can get her to a 2-star, she's a pretty aggressive start because of the impact of her spiderlings. So while I like to go nobles, I guess we can do this. I just get punished for wanting to abandon poor Varus so soon. Here's another demon.
Hope you like it rough.
Maybe we do this for a bit. I don't think I want to do any of these yet. Ideally, I would prefer to find somebody like a Lucian or a Vayne, because when I take the nobles build, those are the ones that I like to kind of get going in my favor. Activate. Alright. There's the spiders. There we go. Yeah, we might make a transition here. I actually might want to consider looking at shapeshifters and things as well. And like clockwork, I say that and I find more folks that I'm a fan of. So we're gonna go back to the game plan here. Activate our noble bonus for now. Oh, that's right. That's Hex Tech. I'm waiting for the attack speed. I know better. Oh, Lord. Alright, well, we're going to get dumpstered here because that is a much better squad than ours. We don't want Guardian Angel there either. Yeah, a much better squad than ours. So Darius is likely who we put in next. We'd like to find a triplet there. That helps a wee bit. Go ahead and give him that. And the old iron locket. Now, it's worth noting this is the nerfed version. Oh, poop. This positioning is all off, but locket is still strong. It's not as strong as it was immediately, but it's still strong. Yeah, we obviously didn't want Lucian out in our front line like that. Get him! Get him, Garen! There we go. Alright, so there's a bow that we wouldn't mind grabbing as far as items go. And then as far as units go, I actually kind of like Gangplank. So now that the bow is gone, if Gangplank is still there, that's the pick. And the reason I like taking Gangplank is because he activates Gunslinger and he is another Blade Master. So there comes a time later on where he, while the pirate part doesn't matter, kind of helps bring online some of these secondary bonuses here. Vayne is somebody that we are happy to see. Alright, so let's do this now. This is better positioning for the locket. Again, we really don't want Lucian up front, but it is what it is. We'll do this, and I'll be honest, I might, after this round of getting 2 interest, I might actually go up to 5. We'll see how this goes. I want to be a bit conservative with my economy, but sticking a Gangplank out there with another locket makes an awful lot of sense. Alright. So that hurt. We'll pick them up. Could also just, I guess, take this out. And do something like this. So we lose the night bonus. Gain Gunslinger for now. We need one more Blade Master. Darius can go back in. So look at that locket stacking. We're still likely going to lose this though, just because of quantity and quality. So our opponent had more 2-star units than we did, and just more units in general. Being far more aggressive with their economy. But I usually don't like to do it until at least after the first NPC wave. And then I take some more aggressive rolls. Trying to find some pairs. So after this round, we're going to go ahead and collect our 3 interest, and then after this round, we'll likely take some rerolls. Because we want to get at least all of our tier 1 units up to 2 stars. And our best chance of doing that is before we go up another level naturally. So that's kind of why we're doing this. Items that I like to place on Lucian are Rage Blade, Bloodthirster, in case you're wondering. should still be okay here. Of course I say that, and then Gangplank gets kind of shut down. Get him, Garen. Only got a couple of seconds here. Wow, we took the damage there. That feels pretty bad. Yeah, we don't want the Zeke's Herald. And we don't really want any of these. Actually, we'll grab that. Shen works in kind of fine.
They will be purified.
I'll sleep when they're dead.
The dark should fear me.
I will fight as long as I can.
Go one more here. Kazakhs. Alright. So again, we're going to take this loss here. But it's kind of part of the plan. And then we're going to make some changes. A little bit upset we didn't find another Darius here, but it is what it is.
We're gonna need more cards.
Alright. So, Fiora, Gangplank, Lucian. Yeah, I think we stick with this for now. They're still a bit stronger than us, though. I think we're just going to drop this belt on our Garen as well for future fights. Since Garen and Vayne are units that were more likely to 3-star here.
The dark should fear me.
Take one more. Alright, so we need one more Vayne. And one more Darius.
They will be purified.
Alright, well. I think that was worth it. I think we put Shen in to activate Blade Master more than Darius for the Knight right now, specifically because Darius is not 2 stars. But we're looking good, trying to assemble the squad. So as far as the nobles go, we're really just looking for Leona and then Kale, and that will give us the full noble bonus. Everything else is kind of ancillary at the moment. We're also a little bit lower, which is where I like to be because of this particular moment. So that Leona is everything that we want. We really want that Leona. It's got the bow. It's another noble. And we nailed it. Okay. I mean, Leona's kind of not the one you want the bow on because we're not going to sell this Leona, but of the items to have, seems pretty good. Alright, so for our buy round, our Darius does go to 2 stars, so now it's currently going to be beating out Shen. We're actually going to make the jump here so that we can lock it up. Yuck, yuck, yuck. No, I think we do something like this, because lock it. here, right? It's adjacent allies gain a shield, but I believe it goes 2 in either direction, so stacking them like this means we get the locket protecting. Right, when you do this, you can see the green, right? Those are the locket spaces. Alright, nothing here, and I think we want our economy to kind of recover for the moment, because the reality is we have Shen and Leona we want to stick in. Gangplank is the only one that we need to pair to at least get to 2-star, and then we're just kind of naturally waiting for the Garens to show up again, so at the moment we're just gonna, I think, hang tight. We're hoping for great items when we get to the NPCs, because we would like to, I think, stick them on Vayne now, though if we get something that pairs really well with Lucian, even though he's only at 2 stars, it still might be better to finish his item. It'll kind of depend. Oof. Oof. That is a meaty Swain. Get him! No! Alright. That is a meaty Swain, huh? I think we'll just hang tight through this round. Because again, I think we just want to rebuild our economy. We want to get to a point where we can start leveling up. Should maybe have made some switches to protect the backline, but with the locket on both, it's not a huge deal.
I release them from their pain.
A rod, huh? So here, it's more Necronomicon, doesn't really help a ton. And back here, it's not quite a Bloodthirster. I think we might just hold on to that for now. Again, I don't think we spend anything because we'll just go ahead and collect our interest. Kind of wait it out for the moment. But yeah, our ideal like finish here, if you will, would be to get Shen, Leona, and Kale active in the lineup. And then we can leave maybe Darius. Wow, okay. This is the second place person, huh? That seems pretty good. We really needed that win so we would go up to the 4 interest. We're still at half health. I don't think we need to panic quite yet. Still haven't found a gangplank. Might hope for some units that we can target here. Might even need to start considering focusing on leveling up as well. Saying that simply because the faster we can get offered a Kale and get Leona and Kale into our lineup, the better off we'll be. Because the 6 noble bonus is a pretty big deal for your sustain. Yeah, alright. Might have to make some changes here. Might have to make some changes here. Not much help here. pull this back a tick. Do something like this for now. I think we go one more round because then we go into the carousel. We'll also, after we lose this, and we likely will, we'll at least be collecting a decent amount of interest here. Yeah, we're probably going to lose this because I believe this is our Swain player again. They are going shapeshifters. It's a pretty formidable lineup. Alright, now we've officially hit panic time. We're going to be spending a lot of our money. So there is a Kale, which is perfect. Let me out! Alright. I was a little bit worried that we might not get to that, but... Kale is perfect. It's exactly what we were hoping to get. And now we just need to get enough levels to get our noble lineup online. Or a Nelanomicon again, huh? So this doesn't help much, but we can do this. And this. Gives us the nobles that we're looking for. And now we are back to, I think, trying to spend for quality here. Alright, we're going to wait till after this. Now, we might lose this just because we've got a couple of units that are still in there that are sadly 1-star. We do have the full noble lineup, though, so that will maybe be enough to carry us with the sustain, and it looks like that is the case. But ideally, we would like to get this Gangplank and this Leona into a better spot. Or we could also just 3-star this Garen. Kind of a tough spot to be in. I think we just have to keep going. Oh, we really want that Kale, though. Alright, so Shen is gone in favor of the Kale. And we are just going to, I think, spend down to at least 20. You are also gone because now we just need one Garen. So if we can 3-star Garen while also 2-starring our Gangplank, Leona, and Kale, we'll be in a good spot to make a comeback run here. So again, we're kind of destroying our economy, but at this point we've kind of hit the point in the game where it's really important to make sure that we are being competitive. Alright, so there's the Garen. The lack of Gangplank... Alright, that's as far as I'm going to go. The lack of Gangplank, Kale, Leona, I'm not going to lie, gang, is a wee bit frustrating. Let's hope for some good items here. Kind of destroyed my economy, but could give a Rage Blade to Leona. It's kind of funny. Really is a shame that her spell isn't something that can benefit from that. Yeah, no hope. No luck. We're gonna keep at least 10 here, though. We also don't really have anyone that could benefit from, like, a death cap or anything either, so... Legitimately might just give Leona a Rage Blade, as weird as that sounds. Alright, we're gonna get kind of dumpstered here, I think. Yep. That is the person that has been giving us a fit thus far. But our quality is suffering. We just cannot find the units that we need to find. So, yeah, we're going to do that. Just go ahead and give this to Vayne now in case we find another bow. And I guess I'm going below 10. They just don't exist. Gangplank does not exist. Leona does not exist. I mean, I'm not leveling anytime soon. I guess theoretically I could sell Darius. Could also sell these for at least one more reroll. You know, it's kind of keeping Darius for maybe if we level up, but I don't think we're going to live long enough to make it there. I just need to not take so much damage that we get eliminated here. We want at least a top 4 finish. Problem is, this is the person who's like just ahead of us. Yeah, and we still end up taking almost lethal there, so... Alright, so we at least found an upgrade for Kale. I was mostly trying to figure out if this is correct. I actually think I want it like this. Just means Gangplank has to take like the long way around, I think, is part of our problem for the fights, but I think that the shield for the backline is also really important. Alright, so it looks like we're going to survive here, which is very, very important. Go to the carousel. So we're looking for a Gangplank or a Leona here so that we can level one of them up. There's another Kale. I do not see a Leona, so that's the target. If we did not snag that, I think we likely would have just grabbed the recurve bow on Misfortune, because the item is great and we could have sold her for a significant amount of gold. So Leona levels up, and now we look for Gangplank. Hey! Okay, so now for the rest of it we can sit on our gold until we can level up, and then we'll just jam somebody in. Hopefully a Blade Master or a Guardian, right? So like a Braum or a Ranger, right? So like we would want somebody that would complete one of these, because it's just going to be a 1-star unit we toss in at that point. Oof, this is the person that has been shredding us, because this Shyvana is super powered, and this Swain is as well. We have to hope that our recent unit upgrades are enough to carry us. It's going to be close, because like I said, that Shyvana is pretty fierce. Alright, so we managed to survive as we claw our way into a 3rd place, and now it's the two big boys, the real heavy hitters. But honestly, with as long as we hunted to get Leona and Gangplank and Kale leveled up, I think that this is a good win for us. Sometimes in these auto battlers, the key is to just make the most that you can out of a bad game, right? Like salvaging a bad game to kind of defend your position is a legitimate way to kind of protect your MMR, right? You cannot win them all, and you certainly can't go for the win in all of them. But if you can just not get, like, last place, you might be in a pretty good position. Actually, it looks like we might defend here, so it's encouraging. Even if we have no economy, we get at least one more item round to maybe superpower some of these up. But I have to imagine that they're in just better overall positions than me, and ultimately we will end up taking third here. But again, I think that ultimately that's going to be okay. This dragon, huh? Just hanging out with his gun. Get him, boys. Oh yeah, we'll take this pretty easily. Again, this noble bonus is kind of a big deal when you get it going on all allies. We do get a gunblade, which is, I think, just gonna go there. Vayne is our carry. Now we don't have enough to level up here, or else we would consider doing it, just because any unit, any body at this point would be good for us, but we're technically only at like 39. Well, 38, because you can't spend the 1 gold, obviously, but yeah, see, like, they just have more folks, so this might be where we end up biting it. Oh, Kale did not get a chance to get her bubble off. That's also a pretty big deal. Yeah, they're shredding me. Garen was doing his best, but I think we're about to get eliminated unless the... Oh, I got frozen. Come on, Vayne. I know you've got the healing if you ever get a chance to attack. Oh, we got frozen again, but I think we can take this Ashe. No, we ran out of time. All right. So, third place, again, kind of what I was expecting once we had survived to that point. In my opinion, very respectable. So far, we're 2 games in. 1 is a win, 1 is a third place. I'm happy with that, and given how the rolls were so unkind to this game, I'm even more ecstatic, I think, about this third place than I was the victory. So anyway, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. There's going to be 3 more in the series, so stay tuned.